What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Tier List Tuesday, where each and every month we make a gaming tier list and you guys get to criticize it. This month we are doing PlayStation Studios. So, John, you ready to get into it?
Oh, born ready.
All right, baby. All right, first up, we got Blue Point Games, most recently known for Demon Souls remake, Shadow of the Colossus remake, and the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. So, mostly remakes and ports. What are we thinking here?
It's like the opposite of that. You had me in the first half. You know, I never played the Demon Souls remake. Shadow of the Colossus was bad, but
that
Uncharted good.
Listen, I think I have to go A tier for them just because of the quality of the remakes that they've done and whatever. Like you and I both don't really care for Shadow of the Colossus, but the
Yeah,
quality of the port is really good, and I think it's really great for
sure.
like preservation of games and just breathing life into older games. But also, we can't grade on things that haven't come out yet, but they are working on an original IP. So I just think the quality so far has been really good, and it's been a really important studio for PlayStation.
I You might have swayed me a bit with the quality of the ports argument because that makes sense. I guess Shadow of the Colossus could have been bad when it first came out. I don't know. So yeah, I'll agree with
But
like high B, low A.
all right, let's go A for this one. All right, next up we have Guerrilla Games, most recently known for Killzone Shadowfall, which was a launch title for PlayStation 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Horizon Forbidden West. What are you thinking?
S tier.
Ass. Wow.
Yeah,
I
the
don't agree at
Horizon games.
all.
Oh, that hurts. The
I
Horizon games for sure push it up there for me.
There's one that on this list that I thought we were gonna have some like back and forth on. I didn't expect it to be this one. So I agree. Like you and I both love the Horizon games, but
Yeah.
man, I would say an A tier for me. All right, and remember we get one S tier each. So you want to, do you really want to use it on Gorilla? Okay.
No, I want to take
All
that
right.
back now. I
You're
forgot.
good.
Uh, yeah, I'm good with settling for like a high A. I'd give it an A
Okay.
plus.
All right. We'll put Gorilla A. HouseMark. Most recently known for Returnal, Nex Machina, and Resogun. For me, I'm tempted to put this one A.
Me included.
I'll say B because they haven't they got to stack these like triple A games because I mean
Yeah.
Resogun and Nex Machina are kind of arcade style games. They're good. They're
I
good games, but
I watched you play Returnal. And I watched other people play Returnal. I never actually played it. So
yeah.
my opinion is based solely on what it looks like for other people to play it. I'd give it like a B, a C or
I
a B. Yeah.
if it was just based on Returnal, I would give it an A. But I think in tier lists there are differences in A's. There are people who are
Yeah.
like snuggled in at A, which would be like a gorilla, and people who are climbing and like they're coming up the ladder. And I think Housemark, if another quality game like Returnal comes out, they're gonna find themselves in the A tier again.
In the
But
A. Yeah. I
for
agree with
now,
that.
yeah, we'll rock with a B. All right, Insomniac, most notably known for Ratchet and Clank, Spider Man Miles Morales, and also, like I said, with Blue Point, we can't grade on things that are yet to come, but they have announced the sequel to Spider Man and a Wolverine game.
Hmm.
Man,
This is like high A. Like as as high up on A as it can go before it hits S.
I'm gonna bring this to S tier. That's I Insomniac is the MVP for PlayStation.
So
Without Insomniac, that jump from the PS4 to the PS5 would have been a lot more brutal. It would have looked a
yeah,
lot more like Xbox's lineup, which I'm not trying to shit on Xbox. I love
Oh, I
Xbox. I'm
will.
just
I absolutely will. It would have been
it
more
would have been
easy.
more lackluster.
Yeah.
So I think they deserve that. I think the games they put out have been consistently great. And I just think they're above. They're in my head. There's two studios for PlayStation who are
Yeah.
the clear cut S tier, and
I think that
I
unfortunately
think they're
my
wrong.
S tier is gonna be the other one. So we're
Well,
gonna be fine in the end, anyways.
all right. Next up, we got Media Molecule, who most recently known for Dreams, the game where you basically is really a tool for people to create their own games and their own experience and stuff like that. Listen, I think Dreams was really cool, but I'm thinking C for this one. It's nothing against them. I just don't think that there's really anything like it
Yeah.
does not without them PlayStation isn't missing much. As horrible as that sounds, what are you thinking?
Well, no, I think I agree. If you take them away, it's not like you're losing a Spider-Man or a Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
respectfully, you know?
yeah. With all due respect, of course, and all of this is with all due respect because neither of us are nearly as talented as anybody in the studio. So, yeah, we'll rock with the C for Media Molecule. All right, next up we got Naughty Dog.
Yeah, it's an S tier. You might as well just put it right up
Well,
there.
hold on. Let's tell the people what they're known for, in case you didn't know. Naughty Dog is most notably known for Uncharted and the best game franchise ever made, The Last of Us and The
Jak and
Last of Us Part
Daxter.
Two, and
Oh, okay.
Jak and Daxter. Yeah, okay. So let me tell you something real quick, and I think you knew this already.
Yeah.
But when I put Insomniac in my S tier, I did it knowing that you were going to put Naughty Dog up there
Yeah.
because, duh. This would really be my pick if I could only choose one. I am still doing Naughty Dog. I think they bring the most value to PlayStation. When you're talking last generation alone, The Last of Us remaster, I guess, is a PlayStation 4 game. You have that, Uncharted 4, which masterpiece, and then Last of
Yeah.
Us Part 2, absolute masterpiece.
Obviously.
It, yeah. And Naughty Dog is constantly they trend like every other day because
I mean,
something gets made up or rumored or speculated on, and they're just constantly they are so. When you think PlayStation, you just think Naughty Dog. They're so like
yeah.
tied together. I guess is what
Synonymous with yeah.
that's the word. Yeah. So
It, I mean, yeah, basically. I can't imagine PlayStation without their games. Like even
yeah.
weren't they the ones that started Crash Bandicoot? Wasn't that them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I mean, they are so they've just been killing it nonstop for fucking 30 years.
yeah yeah. So that's it for the S tier, which is interesting because we still have a couple more on here that we're going to talk about. But next we have
Yeah.
Pixel Opus, who made Concrete Genie, a game I didn't really vibe with. I don't think it. I don't know how well it did sales wise, but personally, I just didn't really like. I played Concrete Genie, but I just didn't vibe with it. I'm thinking probably C or I actually I'm this one. This is
Uh,
one I'll do D tier.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say is D tier.
This one is just there's not enough content to go off of. They just have the one game that I didn't care for all that much. So, yeah,
Yeah,
this
we'll
could
catch up with
change.
you know.
Yeah,
In a year's time, we'll redo this, and maybe it'll be a B tier.
yeah, yeah. Who knows? You know the thing is with God. Oh my God. I mean, we're gonna get shit for this probably,
Say
but
it.
the like even the lowest tier PlayStation Studios is still a really good studio. So like a D tier for PlayStation Studios is still a really high quality studio. So even us giving them a D is not. Um, I don't know. I'm trying
I'll
my
tell you
best
right
not to
now,
sound like a
this.
fanboy. Oh God, here we go.
Oh, I'll say it. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the blunt of it. I don't care. If this was an Xbox tier list, which eventually we're gonna do, I would include an F tier. Whereas a PlayStation, I wouldn't go any lower than D.
That is kind of a perfect way of saying that. That's yeah.
Yeah,
I that was perfect. All right, Polyphony Digital. They are known for the Gran Turismo series. Although you can't deny
I take back my
the
last statement. We should have an F tier.
they are financially very important to PlayStation, but this
Yeah,
is the John Square tier, PlayStation Studios tier list. So, I, the only thing that excited me about Gran Turismo 7 was the technology that they used. I thought it was really cool. Like watching the state of play, them talking about all the technology that they had in this and what made the game look so beautiful. I'm good with a
yeah.
C. I think a C because
Oh, I'm kicking them in a D.
okay, but okay, we don't like racing games,
Yeah,
but they are quality racing games.
they're still racing games, and I don't like them.
All right, I'll let you put them in a D.
I don't like that you're letting me because that means that eventually there's going to be a disagreement and you're going to win, and I don't like
Well,
that.
well, okay. So what do we say about San Diego Studio, who make annually MLB the Show? Baseball is, I mean, really not a sport; it's more of a hobby. But
Baseball's won me a lot of money this year, so
this one
I'm
I would
torn
put
here.
D tier. I would put D tier
Yeah,
because not
I
only do I not like baseball, I think the games are just they are what they are now. It's almost in that Madden territory.
yeah.
So I
I
think they
I
belong in D.
I wouldn't argue. Would argue a little bit. I'd put it in C, but I understand if it's D.
If you put it
You
in
know what I
C,
mean?
then we'll put Polyphony in C.
You can put it in D.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
planting my feet.
All right.
You're not gonna get me on that. I my feet are planted firmly.
All
Racing
right.
stinks.
Next up, we have Santa Monica Studios, which is known for God of War. I'm really interested to see where you put them because I thought a lot about this. Once we were talking about this was going to be the tier list, this was the one I struggled with the most. So I want to hear what you have to say first.
Hmm. I think. Fuck me. I think I'd put it in B.
Really?
Yeah, because 2018 was incredible. Still one of my favorite games. But before that, the other God of War games, they were good games, but I didn't love them. They felt very like formulaic. So
Yeah.
mm,
This is
I think
this. Okay.
I
I'm really
just
interested. I'm surprised, but I'm mostly surprised because we're thinking about this the same.
yeah. I
Where
want to say A really really bad just because of God of War 2018, but I don't think that's fair.
But we're really only so far we've been ranking these off of last generation and into current generation, which they're working in Ragnarok right now.
Yeah.
It's, it's the thing that I was wrestling with was God of War 2018 is one of my favorite games
Incredible.
of all time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that entire generation they put out one game. It was incredible. It was one of the best games that came out on the PlayStation 4, but it was just the one game, and I mean it was just dry before then. The most recent game that came out, not counting remasters, what the last God of War game was Bend Studio, and before that it was like 2012 I believe. I ultimately settled at an A just because how like this the God of War is just 2018. I mean, is just is a masterpiece. And
Yeah.
in the same sense with Naughty Dog is where it is synonymous with PlayStation, and they are trending. They are keeping the PlayStation brand alive. That's why I decided to go with A. But I was thinking I was going back and forth between B and A for that reason though. So I ultimately in my head consider them an A tier, but I definitely went back
That's
and forth.
that that's what I'm struggling with. Is like God of War 2018 was so fucking good that I feel like they deserve an A tier. And I know Ragnarok's going to be incredible too. I have been penning that since the announcement it's going to be my game of the year this year.
Yeah,
Just feels premature to put them in A. Like you said, it's one game in how many years? And granted, like you can make the argument of like quantity over no, quality over quantity,
yeah.
but still like I don't know.
I
I didn't expect this to be the one that we argued the most over though, or
this is the
disagreed the
one.
most.
This is the one that I was talking about. This is the one that I knew we were gonna go back and forth on. Like I said, I the reason I think it's an A is just because I think that it is just furthering the brand. It's sold also getting ported onto PC, which was more of a Nixus. That we're not gonna rank. The last one on this list we're gonna rank is Team Asobi. The other ones are more support or porting studios. Um, but it has done so much to keep PlayStation relevant and giving them some. I mean, that it's like Naughty Dog. It's the one other studio that's always trending because people are anticipating God of War Ragnarok.
I mean, it's been trending the last couple days for console war reasons, but like normally it's good things.
Yeah, I I
I don't
really I
know.
really want to put it at A, man.
Do you want a coin toss it? Because I have a coin next to me now.
If if you want to coin toss it, then go ahead.
Okay.
A,
Heads is A, tails is B. Tails,
okay.
wait. Yeah. I said that right?
Yeah.
Heads is tail. Heads is, oh no.
Heads is
Heads is,
tails.
heads is
John
A,
John
tails is
Rayfield
B.
2022. Heads is tails.
Flip the coin now. The camera's going to be able to focus on that.
It's
It's heads.
heads. All right,
Yep.
we're going A for Santa Monica. Congrats. All right, we got Bend Studio next, most notably known for Days Gone. Also, I mean, I'll throw it out there. They did work on the Uncharted game for PS Vita. We haven't
RIP.
factored in Vita games for any of the other ones, but Days Gone was the one from last generation, and for that reason, I would give them a C.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Days Gone. Although, what's weird about Days Gone is that I find myself thinking about it from time to time.
You want
I
to give
don't
it another
think
shot?
I might eventually. Like I but I definitely still keep it with C. I didn't love it, but it like the gameplay was almost mindless.
Yeah, I the thing that turned me off so much was the bloat. There was so much. Whereas like for me and you know this, it takes a really good open world for me to care about a game like that, and I think very few get it right. And the Horizon games toe that line of it being bloat, but it's fun to do, so it's still like you still want to do that stuff. I didn't find any of the bloat stuff in Ben's or in Days Gone that appealing, so I just didn't really
I don't
continue on with that game.
I don't think I did many of the side missions because I just wanted to fucking power through it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I
it'd be
also I
interesting
mean
if you went back and gave it another shot and just to see what you thought about it again. If you,
I might, but I mean
yeah,
as of right now it's a C.
All right. Next up, we have Sucker Punch, notably, no, or which is known for Ghost of Tsushima and Infamous Second Son. Um, what do you think for Sucker Punch?
I would say B.
Okay,
I think so. I didn't play Infamous. I think you did though. I think you really
I
liked
did.
it.
I did not really like
Ghost
it.
of Tsushima. Oh, okay. What's wrong? Ghost of Tsushima was fucking incredible.
Yeah, so I actually kind of thought you were gonna go A with this one, but yeah, I also agree. Ghost of Tsushima was incredible. Infamous Second Son, I didn't really like that much. I didn't even finish it just because I didn't care to get through it. It was really funny actually. You're playing the game, and I won't go like super into spoilers, but I was like, I know what's gonna happen in this. I know like the relationship that the main character had. I know what's gonna happen. So then I looked up the ending, and it's exactly what happened. So,
Yeah.
I just didn't care for it all that much. But Ghost of Tsushima was incredible. I think it definitely belongs at B tier. So we'll put that
Plus
up there.
the most, if you want to go like the most recent, the DLC for Ghost of
Right.
Tsushima was
Yeah.
also incredible.
Yeah. They definitely have. Anything that people or any content the studios have had to offer for PlayStation 5 deserves recognition just because of
Yeah.
how limited games have been for this generation so far. All right, then last up we got Team Asobi. So this one's interesting because Team Asobi is made up of a lot of like what was left of Japan Studio when they shut that down. So Japan Studio played a part in they helped with Demon Souls remake, but Team Asobi did make Astro's Playroom that was packed in with the PS5 at launch. They are working on a game as well right now. This one's tough for me because I adored Astro's Playroom.
Yeah.
First experience that you have on your PlayStation 5 while you're waiting for other shit to download. Uh, most people were playing Astro's Playroom, and I just thought it was so good, and I'm really excited for what's to come. I really do. I think it is deserving of a B, just because of the quality that they had, the support that they gave with Japan Studio, and just how special I think Astro's Playroom was. But it's like a high C, low B for me. What are you thinking?
Yeah. I was thinking C. I mean,
Okay.
just yeah. I don't. Astro's Playroom was fun. I like the idea of having that built in so you can like familiarize yourself with the controller and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I have this weird like I guess I'm biased towards like AAA games. Like if you look at the ones I put higher up, they put out massive scale AAA games, and other ones that
Yeah,
haven't, I haven't been crazy about.
I just think so. Like Astro's Playroom, like yeah, it was like cool. It was almost like a tech demo,
Yeah,
but the way that they incorporated all of the PlayStation franchises and stuff like that, and the level design was just really good. I think that it was a really good 3D platformer. I could definitely see this one climbing up to a B, and depending on whatever game they actually make and put out, to, like the scale of it, I could see it being in A
yeah,
tier because of if once they get a good crack at a full size game, I think it could really be something special. So
cool.
that's another situation where I think that they're probably climbing up, hopefully. But that's it for our tier list. Let us know in the comments what we got wrong, in your opinion. If you had to choose one or two S tiers, who would you choose? And yeah, like and sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. Until next week, stay horny, stay hydrated. Peace.